Hi, my name is Pieter Rooij. I finished my PhD on the topic of customer loyalty to performing arts venues, and I want to share some ideas and thoughts with you. And in this clip I want to talk about explaining customer loyalty. What do? An extensive literature study, a qualitative study, and a quantitative study. And well, I started off with my literature study, and I was thinking about how can you explain customer loyalty, which factors influence customer loyalty. And of course, you read about satisfaction and quality of services, you see atmosphere, social influences, communication, and there are lots of things involved in explaining customer loyalty. So there are many issues. And then as a scientist, you need a framework. And you see that right over here. And this framework is based on the structuration theory of Anthony Giddens. I will not elaborate on that. If you want to read more about it, you can download my PhD. But the essence of this framework is that there is a demand side and a supply side. And in the middle you see customer loyalty. And of course, customer loyalty is between a person and an organization. So it's about the micro demand, about intrapersonal factors, and the micro supply, the marketing instruments of a venue. But it's also about the meso demand and the meso supply. It's also about interpersonal factors and the competitive offerings. And after doing my qualitative and my quantitative study, my conclusion was, in the end, that these factors you see right now is that these factors are the most important factors in explaining customer loyalty to performing arts venues. And let me start off by the factors from the micro demand. Involvement with performing arts activity, of course, relates to you being loyal to a specific venue. Travel time is rather obvious, but also cultural socialization. So the numbers of times you went to performing arts when you were a small kid influences your current customer loyalty to performing arts venues. Perceived certainties. Are you looking for certainties in terms of tickets for a specific performer on a specific date? That also influences your loyalty. If you look at the interpersonal factors, you see current social influences. So that is that relates to the involvement of your friends or family. If they are involved with performing arts, they will influence, maybe unconsciously, but they will influence your own behavior. And the striking factor was partner taste homogamy. And that relates to whether partners have the same taste or not. So you can think of you being interested in cabaret, while maybe your partner is not, while he or she is interested in classical music. And that difference in tastes will influence loyalty in the end. If you go to the right side of the framework, you see the marketing instruments of the venue. You see the programming choices of a venue. You see the secondary product consisting of facilities, services, staff. You also see the availability of tickets. Of course, if tickets are sold out, well, it will influence someone's loyalty. And you could imagine that persons being involved, they are relatively early in making their bookings. And so for other persons, the tickets might be sold out. And finally, price. Price is a difficult issue because it's not really clear how that influence is. That is a difficult issue. If you look at the meso supply, you see what I call a performance or a performer influence. For some persons, for quite many persons, they just want to see a specific performer. And whether he performs at venue A or at venue B, for quite some persons, they don't really care. So these are the most important factors. I did some statistical analysis, and I have two research models which I want to share. don't scare off because it seems complicated, but it's not that complicated. I want to show you this research model because it shows the importance of this secondary product. The importance of facilities, of staff, of services, of the atmosphere, because it influences affective loyalty and in the end also cognitive loyalty, the intentions of people going back to your venue, and behavioral loyalty. It also shows the importance of programming, so whether people are satisfied with the programming choices. It shows that the satisfaction with the performance itself is less important because there is only a relationship, a relatively weak relationship with cognitive loyalty. And it also shows that in this model, satisfaction with the price has no influence on customer loyalty. A second research model relates to social influences, involvement, and loyalty. And what you see here is that current social influences, so your current friends or family, they strongly influence your or individuals' involvement, which influences affective loyalty, cognitive, and behavioral loyalty. It also shows the role of cultural socialization in the past and also the role of partner taste homogamy. Okay, this is part of a series of clips. This was about explaining customer loyalty. If you want to read more, you can download my PhD book for free. Google my name and customer loyalty performing arts. I guess you will find it. Thank you for your attention and see you next time.